All right, so I just rolled back from picking up some winnings from an auction, and look at this stuff. Get a really good deal on these things. Look at all the HTs here, and there's more in boxes back there. He doesn't know what's going on, neither do I. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. This, unfortunately, which I was very excited about, I think it might have been butchered because the box, the bottom's missing. So, I don't know. But luckily the knobs are here. I thought somebody stole the knobs, but I did find a bag of knobs. So we're gonna review all this stuff, find out what it is. I don't even know if that's a CB Landmaster. I'm going to assume it's an FM.
It was fun to talk about, but it is interesting.
Low, VHF low. This is very cool. I'm excited about this. Transmitter. Lots of transmitters here. There's an AM/FM radio. This is some kind of keyer. Big gigantic key button there for keying up something. So, I don't know, maybe that goes with this. Who knows? And that speaker is connected like that, believe it or not. Got a couple power mics. This is probably the first thing right now. I'm going to fire this thing up. See if it fires up. We got a lot of figuring out here, man. Boy, oh boy. There's a lot of stuff. So, I'm going to take my time. Look at reel-to-reel tape. Crazy. All right, let's see what we can figure out here.
That must have been you out there.
Okay.
I heard something.
So.
KC2 something. I didn't quite get it. KC2MZY.
So this is our first thing to try out, purely because it looks the least destroyed compared to the other stuff. So let's throw some batteries in. Whoops. Probably just broke it. Okay, so I need to sorry for all this noise in the background. It's just very active. The bands are active. All right, can I get at it with that? Okay. Put a little pointy bit on here. I just want to get this corrosion off these contacts. All right, well, these are fresh batteries. And we know they have power. Whether they're gonna deliver their power to this thing is yet to be determined. I am hoping, because I need another one of these that functions proper. Okay, moment of truth. Nothing.
Roger, thank you. We'll see you down for the boat.
I'll have to try it with a proper power. Son of a gun. Okay, well, first one down. Does not function. Damn. Okay. On to the next. On to what else? Let's look at the next one. 7.2 volts. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get power to this. Okay, DC in. I'll be able to. Okay. Oh, okay, so this looks like Panico. Yep. So this little sucker plugs in there, but somebody, that's odd. This was probably something it hung from. That's what I'm thinking. Like the wires cooked a little bit. Hello. Transmit. Okay. So that looks like that goes with that. Man, oh man, these things are beat up. I'll tell you what I'm learning here is to go. Problem is, it was not that close, man. It was a good drive. I got to go and take a look at these, a preview. You get to go in, and I was there. I was able to look at the next auction coming up. I saw a couple things. All right, so we can't fire that up right now. Another GE transmitter. Hello. Channel 1, channel 2. Squelch. That's old, man. That's a metal case. Looks identical, but different size battery pack. Oh, okay, the whole thing is a little bit bigger. Man, look at that heavy duty belt clip, man. Wow. Okay. Can't fire those up. This is a Yaesu FT727R dual band. Come on, how do you get the battery pack off there? Oh, jeez. That was probably your transmit. Oh, no, there's your transmit button. Is it? Yeah. Well, I don't know. PTT, I don't know what that means, but it feels like an up and down button. That's probably your key up. This one's butchered too. It's just, man. "16 channel scanner radio." Like a Bearcat 100. Yikes. Some screws to put in the caution. Only use rechargeable batteries installed properly when using AC charger. Man, look at these screws and washers put in. Good God. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Hold on. So, all right. So here we have, I love the name of this company, Blonder and Tongue. And I thought maybe that was like, Blonder and Tongue. Maybe that's some weird language for like volume up and down. I don't know. But I looked on the back. Blonder Tongue Laboratories, Newark, New Jersey. Oh, I can't fire it up, son of a bitch. Look at that. Okay, I can't quite tell what the deal is with that. Damn, I was going to fire this up. But that is completely shot. And there's not enough meat there. But that looks like I can pull that out. Certainly does. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, well, I guess that's not a plug. Crap. Oh, this is tubes. Tube radio. Look at that. That's weird. Okay. That should come out of there, but it... Alright, maybe you need a little screwdriver there to get it out. Jeez. Okay, so it's got a plug, but yet it's like hardwired, but yet has a plug. I don't know. I'm gonna rewire that. Shit. It's too bad. I want to test this thing out real bad too. Tuning wire still hooked up. Yeah. Okay. Working. Now, I'll have to come back to this. Boy, I have so much to review here. There's your AM antenna. Wonder why that was made like that. So tough to get out. I mean, I could trim down the sides, but there's no meat here for me to reconnect this. So I gotta figure out, see if I can find a plug. I've saved a lot of plugs, but not the other end, not this business end. Darn. This is probably your AM antenna. Okay, well, geez, where am I gonna put this stuff? Otherwise, it looks pretty darn intact. It looks unmessed around with, although the screw is out, but they're probably having trouble with the power too. Okay. All right, so that is screwed to there. Don't need that. So I'll do a video probably on wiring this thing, so I'm gonna try. I got a bunch of tubes, so we'll try it. Cool. So here would appear to be a keyer for a transmitter. Big, huge key too. So there's a Heathkit transmit, receive, dictate. Oh, dictate. That's so that. Okay. Got a light for that. Volume. And see, yeah, like I said, this is angled like that. SW3, low channel, high channel, output transformer. One side of the power line is connected to this coil. Piece kit. Okay, well, we got the model number there, so. GD51A looks like. I don't know what kind of letter that is. Is that an A? Looks like an A. All right, yeah. I don't know what to do with that thing. Yikes. Okay, we have a box. On off button. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a potentiometer of some kind. Yes, looks like to be volume. Argonna. A-R-G-O-N-N-A. Argonna, Japan. No clue. Cool box, though. That appears to be a microphone element in there. Wonder if that goes with that keyer. That's crazy. Wow. Cool. I like the display of that. I'm going to put that here somewhere in my little shack. All right, next weird thing. CW monitor. Off, on. Got a nice little speaker in it. Big old battery powered. 2 microfarad 400 capacitor in there. Since I don't do CW, I can't appreciate exactly what this is. But I'm assuming this gives you your beep, 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 so you know what's going on. Looks to be homemade, hand cut out there, a little mesh, little copper mesh. Interesting stuff. That'll make a nice little display thingy there. None of the stuff was visible in the pictures. Now, the hell is this thing? Cycle adjust, throttle, power, pulse. Throttle. Good toggles. Tiles. What does it need a heat sink for it? It's got an RS 2041. Pretty neat, whatever it is. You can tell me what that is. Anybody want to tell me what that is? It looks completely homemade. I mean, it's got that, you know, the circuit board blanks you get as a kid, and it looks like it's got that to code all your wires and stuff. It's a nice little homemade thing. I like the buttons and toggle switches and stuff. I can appreciate that feel of those switches. And for some reason, why is it? Nothing has screws in the cases. It's crazy. So this obviously must have been some ham dude's, some radio guy's junk pile. That's all this was. And now it's my junk. Great. Jesus. Okay. Now that's pretty cool. Look at this thing. Cloth. Oh, okay. Well, that's braided. That's braided metal on that. It's shielded on the outside. I wonder what that's all about. Connected to a ground there. What is that? Okay. That maybe headphone plug of some kind. What's in there? It's got to be some kind of plug for sure. Let me look and see. Yeah, wrong bin. Ah, damn it. Well, that was the right bin. I just didn't dig enough. For some reason, my brain thought that I had taken... you don't care. You don't care. You guys don't care. All that work just for that. That's what it is. For a phono, big old phono. Probably for, I don't know, headphones or a microphone. I'm assuming it would be for a microphone, because why else would you need something to be metered with microamps? Can't quite. QT CL. I don't know. Can't really see. Neat. All right. On to the next thing. Okay. Man, this takes me back. Wow. Boy. Reel to reels, man. I remember this. I can't believe I'm that old, but I am. Give me a little meter, little battery meter. This is battery powered, reel to reel. So that's all I got to say about this. I mean, you know, just to be clear, probably 90% of this crap was just part of the lot. Like, say, if I was only after this, but all this crap was in the same box, I had to buy all this crap to get this. But so far, we're batting zero. Nothing turns on here. Well, nothing has the ability to. Let's put it that way. Okay, so let's get this out of here. Let me get these things out of here, too. Oh, boy. Hold on a minute. Now we got some big things to bring over here. Big things. I can get all this junk out of here. Hold on. Okay, so what I got here now, let me get these out of here. I don't think I'm going to need these for anything. As far as I can tell, the radios in this box are rechargeable. And most likely don't hold a charge anymore. But, and why did I hit record to put batteries away? Sorry, let me get this shit out of here. Okay. So, what we have here is a number of handheld radios. These HTs here, the Pace LM362. So there's 4 of these radios and this bracket looking thing. So let's see what these are all about. Most likely, these were probably out in the field for a billion years and are destroyed. Unless, of course, they're new old stock, which would be pretty cool. Ooh, maybe they are. They're new old stock. How cool. Okay, well, that's pretty darn cool. So, what I'm going to do is leave this just like this, put it back in a package. I think I saw one that had been opened. So, I'm going to be cool and keep the new old stock. Yeah. All right, let me look at this other one here. One of these had some kind of marking on it. One of the boxes, I mean. Oh, not sure what that means. I don't know. BA, transmit. Oh, maybe somebody had marked it with it not working, right? Let's see. Okay, so this one had been open. It's out of the plastic bag. Ow. I should send this in. Wow, look at the size of this thing. Holy crap. Wow. This thing is legit, man. The PL2559 rubber ducky. 4-pin microphone. 1 watt and high, squelch, volume. Multi-channel. This thing's freaking sexy, man. Look at the size of it. That's so cool. Brand new, too. Oh, okay, well. No battery in it. That could be a problem. Big old battery compartment. Maybe there's batteries in this charging station because it's pretty heavy. I see crystals. I gotta find out what frequency range these things transmit on. Wow, look at the size of that thing. Crazy. Maybe with some good, like, good 2025 rechargeables. This thing will probably kick out some nice power. But I don't know what the deal is with the battery. Pace 2A Radio Products, Harbor City, California. I should totally send this in. Oh. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Gigantic walkie-talkies. Let's see what this is all about. This is a mounting bracket and charging station. New in the box. Could this have all the battery packs in it? What is that? What is going on here? Oh, probably a power supply. Oh, smokes. This thing is legit. Huge, big, heavy cast iron thing. Power on, power off. I kind of don't want to take it out of the package here. Got a fuse. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, well, got to try to keep stuff as together as possible. Well, I find out what I got here. I mean, there could be aficionados that find having the idea of having one of these pretty. Oh. I was hoping there was a battery in there. No, I'm gonna. Okay, very cool. New old stock. This I'm gonna put back in here, back in the box, and then I'm gonna pick up the boxes and feel them and see if the other ones have battery. Because this one's been out of the package. I kind of want to see what the frequency range is from owner's manual. Probably. Oh, okay. Are these Landmasters? Oh, okay. I thought maybe these are 50 to 54. Interesting. Battery cartridge. No cartridge here. I'm assuming probably with this charger, I'm assuming you can power one up that like doesn't have a battery pack in it, maybe? No, probably because the contacts are going to be down there. Man, I can't imagine finding batteries for this thing. It is okay. So your Pace Landmaster 452 handheld transceiver is a completely solid-state portable two-way radio which embodies the latest in frequency modulation transceiver design techniques. It is designed to operate in the 450 to 512 megahertz UHF band. It is manufactured using only high-grade electronic components. The Landmaster features utmost compactness. Yeah. Only weighs 0.8 kilos. Including battery. Okay. So it weighs 0.8 kilos, including batteries, not supplied. Got it. Double conversion receiver, outdoor apartment underneath. Operating requirements, necessary required business radio service plan. Okay, I need to Google this. Landmaster 452. Let's see. Pace. Landmaster. 452. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. Pace. Landmaster. Yeah. I don't know, man. Very little. There's Googling it. I find the Landmaster 2, Pace Landmaster 2, that looks pretty similar, but what I saw was all decked out with how was this in there? Maybe around the corner like that? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. But, all right, so let me compare the weight in these other boxes. So we got 4 of these new old stock walkie-talkies and a charging base. Good to know the frequency range. Pretty cool. All right, on to the bigger stuff. Believe it or not. Okay, this this piece I had big hopes for. I was hoping for some goodness here. Kenwood. For some reason, this thing had been not treated well. Okay. Now, and so that is the top. That's okay. Oh boy. Oh, I'm looking at things here, and I'm seeing some butchery. Let me see. We need more light. All right. I just need to look in here and see. That looks chewed. That looks chewed. Yeah, there's all kinds of disruption going on here. And I see, maybe I can put, all the parts aren't here. God damn it. Who does that? See, I don't even know where that little rust there. This I had big hopes for. If anything, for a receiver, you know? Big heat sinks there. I do have all the screws. I don't know if they're all the screws, but CW semi-full. I don't know. If I ever get this going, man, I got a lot of learning to do with all these buttons. All right, so what went here? What do you suppose? Oh, okay. I think I know. So those are sitting there. Obviously, this is a model. So what I'm thinking is, oh, Jesus, what in the world? Man. Okay, I'm thinking this is for another model that had more expansion on it. Because I see here on the front, these function buttons, there's 4 of them that are blank. The mode keys that are blank. So I'm assuming that there's another model that had something more, maybe more power. And look at, you know, if anything, this thing's a fortune in parts. Is this from here? All right, that goes there. So we're missing this panel. I can't just plug it in and try it because there are wires, random wires. Like whatever that is. I don't know what that is. What's that all about? That was plugged in somewhere. Ooh, gonna need a pro. Gonna need a pro to figure this thing out. Holy moly. Okay, so far, not a single thing works. And this thing is just, oh man. I should just find some screws and put this thing together to keep it from coming apart at the seams. Let's see what we can find. Oh boy, okay. I need a little better containment here. It is certainly not all the knobs, but some of them. A couple of the switches. All right. So, I don't even know where to start. Except, let's just see if I can match up some holes. Okay, that worked. That's got that secured a little bit. Well, the screws are going in. I don't know if they're the right ones, but I want to keep this thing from flopping around, man. At least the threads are right. It's just the tops of the screws, either rounded or flat. This will be much easier to handle, especially if I'm going to take this. There's a Ham Fest coming up in a couple of days, 2 days. That one doesn't go there. And I've been hoping I can find myself a local Elmer that'll be my help. I did find a great gentleman that worked on a couple of my tube receivers, including the one that you're hearing the sideband from here in the back. But he's not that near to me. It would be great to have them nearby so I can go over and yap. Do some radio yapping with him. He's an older gentleman. He loves to refurbish old radios. Come on now. I bet you the bottom to this thing is at that auction house somewhere. Or got swept up, with all the garbage. Wherever they picked up their auction stuff from, whatever the house clean out, most likely. Sure looked like it was a house clean out when I was looking through the other boxes while I was waiting for the dude. Okay, so that one, that's in. Get this one in here, boy. Yeah, this thing is in. It's got its sections. Okay, well, I'll come back to you when I got this done. Okay, well, we got all the parts on that are here. So, all the knobs are here except for one outer, and I don't think I knocked it on the ground.
From Kilo, New Mexico, Florida, X-Ray, Germany, in Herndon, Virginia, calling CQ 75 AM.
But you know what I got? I have some dials that have been in these little cubbies since, oh God, the 80s. Somewhere I got a bunch of knobs. All right, geez. Yeah. Yeah, we need the inner part. There's an outer part. Need the inner part of a knob. I wonder if I could put something on there, do something like that. That would work. That would work for sure. That little thing. If I can attach it somehow. But I don't see what I need. There's a knob with two parts. But I think... Oh. Yeah. All right, well, there's probably a radio. Oh. I see a knob I could take off a radio right now. But it is an intact 23-channel modified CB. So, until this thing gets fired up, I ain't going to think too hard. I ain't going to think too hard about it. All right. So none of these are going to work. Feel like I can make that work. I seriously don't see why not. I can make it work somehow. But that'll be down the road. I'll keep that thought in the back of your head, folks. Alright. That's parts for this. These are go to something else. Anyway, it sure looks nice, folks. Doesn't it? Sure had me fooled. I think it's got some miles on it. It came with a microphone too, by the way. It's weird, the top of this looks like the bottom. So no, this isn't the one that came with it, and it's 4-pin. This goes with the Pace, I think. Yeah. Oh no, there's a Pace mic. Oh, okay. No, this goes with the, yeah, alright. Oh. What's that? I know where that goes. I assume it goes underneath that. Son of a gun. Okay, well, I'll do that. I'll be right back. Alright, well, that part didn't... I'm pretty sure it's the only thing it goes to, but I don't know if it goes in the top or the bottom or sideways. Okay, this had the screws in it, and all... Okay. See how old this thing is. If it'll tell us. I think it's 100 watts. I think this thing's 100 watts when it was working. Okay, well, on to the next thing to show you here. All right, let me find a safe place to put this. I feel like I want to just kind of make a spot for this out of cardboard just to keep shit out of it. I'll probably do that down the road somewhere. All right. Okay. Oh, that goes with the... All right. So, the next item. Pace Landmaster. Hello, hello. Power mic. Huh. I don't like those buttons very much. All right. So, here we have, oh geez, and the screws are out of this case too. I'm curious as to whether, this is a transmitter, by the way. I want to take a look in here and see if it's okay for me to plug this in and see if lights turn on or anything. Okay, good. We don't have any tubes. And that looks pretty good in here. I think it might fire up. I wonder if I have an antenna out in the antenna farm. Oh, you know what I do? I'm pretty sure This is a 6-meter rig, maybe. Oh, you know, I just saw a link to something. Let me check it out for a sec. Okay, well, the reason for that, what I was seeing was somebody saying, I don't know what this is. I can't find anything on the web. Okay, so I'm gonna plug it in, see what happens. I mean, seriously, what do we? You know, I want something to turn on here. I got one more left after this to show you. Ah, clock's blinking. Can you see the clock? Let me turn off some lights here. $6:32. Oh. Well, it fires up, folks. Eight channels. And I don't think with this thing being this heavy and that massive heat sink, I don't think this is CB radio. Not at all. Let me see if there's serial number pad somewhere. Not on the outside. I'm gonna plug the microphone in. Microphonium is plugged in. Ugh. That doesn't do anything. Well, I guess it could be an 8-channel CB, but I don't think so, man. I've seen some pretty funky looking 23 channels. I don't know. So it doesn't key. Microphone doesn't key. I mean, it could not, maybe it's not wired for this. Maybe it's wired for one of those walkie-talkies. I kind of want to plug an antenna in there and see if the static changes any. Let me see which one I want to try here. Hold on a second. Okay, let's try this out. I got this is going to the my antenna array out there. Let's see if the tone changes at all. Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna try. That's a 10 meter antenna. It's on a 10 meter. Well, yeah, at least we got one that turns on. It's got lights and a blinking clock. All right, so far 1 out of 5,000 transmitters fire up. All right, let's try the next thing. Well, here is our next radio. It's a Heathkit Seneca. This is the model VH1. So, this thing is nuts. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Crazy. Look at all this stuff. Yeah. Buffer. Multiplier, coupling, loading, drive, finals, CW, phone, 6 meter and 2 meter. And of course, screws are missing. Jeez. Wow. I mean, just by the way, this thing weighs about 50 pounds. So they could use a good cleaning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We got, like I said, my God, day and a half of Hamfest going on, but I don't know if there's gonna be a tailgating. I don't know. You know, I've been to 2 of these, and they were in the winter time, so nobody wanted to be hanging in the parking lot. But this thing is monster. Oh, okay. There's a hatch to look inside. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. There's ground. Okay, so this is for your mic. There's your RF output, your ground. Keying, I'm assuming that's for CW. It's an accessory, remote control. Maybe a foot pedal for transmitting, that kind of thing. Monster. This thing is a monster. And I'm pretty sure, well, yeah, I know right now that this other power mic here is not for this. There's another power mic. And it's, yeah, it's our crusty 4-pin. None of the radios here are 4-pin, so, but yeah, this guy was a radio. Not even a plug. Even if I wanted to fire this up. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, well. I learned my lesson, man. go take a look at the auction before you bid. But yeah, well, I mean, you know, I think I still can recover what I paid for this stuff, you know, by finding new homes for these bits. I'd like to keep the Kenwood and this because they are, well, the Kenwood's a transceiver. This is a transmitter. And I actually have, and I think, yeah, this is AM. Yeah, okay, well. Interesting. This will be interesting. Figure out where to use this thing and how. But you think, you know, get on the air somewhere. That'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, this thing needs work. Okay, that glass is kind of falling in there. All right, I don't want to mess with nothing. I'm not gonna mess with that. It's because somebody took the damn front off of it, and the glass is falling in. All right, so, folks. Yeah, hold on a minute. Yeah, here's what we're looking at. Yeah, see the glass fell in, and it's falling in there because somebody, I don't know. But this is pretty cool and a big, heavy, crazy thing. I am acquiring all this stuff that doesn't work. I don't like that. But, all right, so, hey, folks, you see anything here that, you know, you think is, like, you know, I mean, you know, you can tell what I know about this stuff. I don't need a big long explanation, but if you have a quick little point to tell me about one of these items, feel free to do so in the comments. But I don't know if I'll have time for big long explanations of things. Maybe just, you know, say, oh yeah, that's a something blow so and so and so and so, and send me a link or something like that. How's that sound? Well, I'm sure I'll have other videos for each one of these things you saw. I'll have other videos for stuff, you know, cleaning them up and trying to get them working and this and that. Folks, that will just about do it. There's all these weird things. There's that little weird meter, little microphone-y thing. I don't know, man. Pretty neat. Oh, yeah. So here's the last thing. Oh. What we have here, QST magazine. Look at them all. Look at them all. 1960, 61, 62, 63, 66. And there was another lot at this auction, but it was one of the first items, so I didn't want to bid on. I wasn't going to drive an hour and a half just to get a couple magazines if I didn't get the other stuff. So this was at the end of the auction, and I grabbed it for very, very cheap. And here's, all right, this is 1960, this one's 1970, 70, 60. So probably the ones from the 70s were in that other batch, but let's take a look here. I kind of want to see what kind of ads are there. That's really what I wanted to see. It was like the old ads for like the brand new shiny looking equipment. Oh, look at this. This is going to be fun, man. It'll be fun to look through these. Grip dip meter. Oh, wait a minute. That looks a lot like this thing. Doesn't it? Compact, completely self-contained AC power supply of the transformer type. Drum dial is 7 collaborative uniform length scale from 1.5. I don't know. Wow. I was wondering what was smelling like attic. It was these books. The key here. yet. Antenna systems. Fold over towers. Hammerland, $429 new. General coverage at its single sideband best. This is very cool stuff from Molly Crafters. What was different 10 years later? Probably transistor radios. Yeah, I mean, got a lot smaller, didn't it? That's pretty. All right, folks. That's the last of it. Wow. That is the last time. I'm going to count and see how many of these we got. So, we got 4 here. 54. 54 of these things. Yeah, maybe I can sell $2 a piece. That'd be good. $2 a piece, $1 a piece. Yeah, maybe $1 a piece. We'll see. I'll take them to the Ham Fest. Or I could sell them in bulk, in 4 at a time. Or $5 worth at a time. But the shipping would be pretty heavy for 5 of these thick books. All right, folks. That's it. And, yeah. Till next time. Don't you go changing.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.